well-known game of capture the flag was first combined with paintball guns in the early 1980s, no one had any idea how popular it would become. Now, only a decade later, the sport boasts hundreds of fields, both national and international, major tournaments from the amateur to the professional level, and supply companies dedicated solely to its needs. Numerous magazines keep players informed of the latest technological breakthroughs and improvements and provide insightful articles on industry happenings. From a few friends gathering together in the backwoods of Florida, it has rapidly become a multi-million-dollar business. But perhaps the most attractive aspect of paintball survival games is the creativity with which they can be designed. Utilizing the remarkable weaponry and hardware presently available, the type of scenario is limited only by the imagination. From standard capture the flag, to military recreations, to futuristic space odysseys, there's virtually nothing outside the scope of this sport. The University of Dallas Tactical Operations Club has built itself upon an exploration of the almost limitless possibilities and options of paintball. Thorough organization, careful training, and constant review of procedures with the intent of improvement have made TAC Ops an outstanding club and a formidable opponent. As the name implies, the emphasis of the group's style of play is on tactics. Unlike the well-known capture the flag games played in most places, the club engages in combat simulation scenarios. Using military-style strategy and procedures, they carry out intense and mentally demanding missions on both the intra-squad and intercollegiate level. For TAC Op members, the thrilling experience of this kind of sport goes far beyond the rush or high of a paintball firefight. It is a combination of the physical skills and coordination with tactics, stealth, and daring that make it both immensely challenging and highly rewarding.
Due to the rigorous nature of the game, however, recruits are first required to complete an initial instructional course known as the Field Training Exercise, or FTX. Prospective members must prove they have the physical and mental stamina to operate in the sometimes arduous conditions of paintball combat. Under the watchful eyes of the training cadre, new personnel must exhibit the determination and drive to be someone special, to be a member of UD TAC Ops. The FTX begins with Physical Readiness Training, or PRT. It establishes whether a recruit is physically capable of performing in games, but more importantly, whether he or she has the drive necessary to keep going when the going gets rough. Special emphasis is placed on small unit activities. Teamwork and cooperation are stressed in relay races and log drills. Success in a mission is often dependent on
close coordination between individuals acting as a unified whole. For TAC Ops, those who want to be loners are bound to be losers.
that message. That's the message. You wouldn't pick up a phone and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And not dial the number. You have to dial that number, and that number is right here. If you don't make eye contact with that person,
with the toughest physical training behind them, recruits spend the rest of the day learning all the basic skills they will need to become effective team members. Lectures, demonstrations, and hands-on practice introduce weapons, patrolling, and reaction to engagements. This deluge of information is often disorienting at first, but it is quickly reinforced and brought home through participation. Initial confusion becomes confidence and proficiency in combat. The culmination of the FTX are several actual games in which the students must use the knowledge they have acquired in live fire situations. Having completed the FTX, new members are strongly encouraged to attend weekend games regularly as a means of honing their skills and becoming a more integral part of the team. Although the FTX is the only required training, the club holds various qualification seminars and courses during each semester for those who wish to become team specialists. These include radio transmission operator, vehicle assault, boat pilot, amphibious assault, urban assault, and the advanced Recondo School.
One of the buildings directly across from us. Right there, take that. I'll cover it. Got high. Rush the door. Rush it. Keep it. Go.
I definitely believe the training is necessary because of the type of games that we do play. For a person to just go out there cold turkey and try to jump in would not only be ridiculous, but wouldn't be much fun for the player. With the training, we all kind of start from a common ground so that we understand each other and what we are trying to accomplish. It's not exactly anything very difficult, but at the same time there are things that have to be explained. The same way you play any game, you need to know the rules, and that's really what the training lays down for you.
We do a lot of military type maneuvers that we use a lot of real tactics, and that the values and the skills that are taught to us are really based as much as they really can be on the real thing, which makes it a lot more interesting, a lot more fun, but a lot different than any other club that shoots paint.
But the group we have had, they've always been a lot of fun, and they are people with very active imaginations, and they've always had a good sense of humor, and they've always been really good sportsmen, and I was very impressed by that. I was glad that the group always attracted those type of people. I've always been very happy with them.
TAC Ops, there really is no typical mission. Every time it's new, you don't really know what to expect. Even when the game plan's all written out, most of the time it doesn't work totally out that way. It's always, you know, it's changeable. One of the things that most games do have is patrols, and there's almost always a firefight at the end, and it really builds you up to it, and yeah, it's just great.
Which way?
Down left, they're going left.
Pull around the side.
Besides combat simulation, the club has experimented in even more creative areas. Most notable was Operation Peregrinus, a game based on the 1986 movie Aliens.
Better than cats. I'm going to do it again and again.
Not for
It pitted a reconnaissance team against a small army of these unfriendly extraterrestrials in a labyrinthine complex of tunnels and hallways.
What? I'm here, Mike. Don't shoot. Watch that. What direction? Right in front of me. Your position.
I don't know, I get, every time I play a game, I learn something new, and I've been doing this for a long time. I haven't been playing paintball for a long time, but I've been doing this kind of activity for a long time. And I learn something new every time I go out. And sometimes you learn it from the rookie right out. It's his first or second game.
This style of paintball is certainly not for the timid, but members see it as an opportunity for tremendous personal growth. Through determination, hard work, and an unequaled team spirit, the UD Tactical Operations Club seeks to channel the endless possibilities of survival games into its own kind of fun.